More goes into sports than just the people that are on the court, on the field. There's everybody. You guys have heard me talk about it. Everyone from the concession stands all the way to the band. All right. And I've been hitting at this for a couple of weeks now, and we were finally able to lock him down. Mr. Brian Campbell from St. Vincent-St. Mary. We are going to welcome him to the show. Mr. Campbell, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing wonderful. It's great to be on with you. It's a great day and just excited about being here today.
I appreciate that. So we've been teasing everybody on the show for a while, talking about you coming on doing an interview because you guys had an amazing opportunity a few weeks ago. You got to go over to Ireland. Can you tell us, first of all, how does that even happen?
It was a long process. Basically, with that, we had to submit a video application. I had to get a letter of recommendation. And this was done 2 years ago in the making.
Oh, wow.
They're booked out, for the next 3 years already for the next so many years parades. And then we got accepted. And then basically it was all the fundraising and getting the school was all behind it. The alumni came out of just everywhere to help support us financially to make this where every student was able to go and enjoy this wonderful trip.
It looks amazing as we see the video scrolling across of all of the band members. I mean, just what made you even think that this was a possibility? Like, what popped into your head that you're like, you know what, I gotta take my act from Summit County all the way over to Ireland. Like, what was that? What was the driving force for you?
Well, the driving force, many years ago, I was hired in here at St. Vincent-St. Mary, and one of the things they wanted us to do was get back to New York City for the parade. So we did the New York City St. Patrick's Day parade. We've done Chicago, and the gentleman I work with that plans my trips and kind of does this, he's been to Ireland for the last 20 years doing bands over there. And he goes, "You are the perfect group to go over there." He goes, "You're the Fighting Irish. They will love you over there. Your community will support you." And he just pushed me enough that I applied and we got in.
See, that just sounds too simple. There's a lot of time and energy that goes into that. You'd said, what was that, 20 plus years ago? How long officially have you been at St. Vincent-St. Mary?
This is going into my 26th year, if you can believe that.
I can believe that because believe it or not, who was your favorite student of all time for music appreciation that graduated in 2001 that currently has a bald head? Could you answer that?
Matt, it's you, man. I just remember having you in class, man. It was fun back then.
I'm sure you're being nice. And that's
I enjoyed everything, man.
That's what 26 years of you being beaten down have softened you, to not be brutally honest. But no, I mean, in all serious and all fun, 26 years there. How are you still doing that? In this day and age, in 2024, kids are totally different than when I was there. And I know that that's cliche, that everyone always says, time evolves and that. But what continues to make you jump up every day, go to St. V, teach, take on responsibilities like this to give your guys, your athletes, they're athletes. Okay. I don't care what anybody says. They're athletes. Your athletes, the opportunity to broaden their sphere so much of their creativity. What is that for you? How do you still have it?
It's
What's
just
the secret sauce.
The kids themselves and the community here at St. Vincent-St. Mary High School. It's a family, and just to come in, I could be having the worst of days and I get in front of the band and we just start making music and having fun. And we even had joke time a couple days ago. They thought I was going off the deep end, but I said, we just need to boost the mood here. And then all of a sudden they just started playing wonderful. So it's just working with great people, having great support. The community here has opened me with open arms and has just taken me under their wing as a young teacher, and it's just to grow with these students, and they just make it fun. I'm having fun every day, so I don't feel like I've been here 26 years.
See, they say that. Someone once told me, you find a job and you have fun doing it, it's not going to feel like a job. And that's honestly what you just essentially described. What's your history of your background, okay, as a person that led you to this? Because you're basically you're working with students and you're trying to basically get that creative light bulb to take off. I mean, it's art. in a sense. I mean, it is art. I shouldn't say in a sense. Where are you? How do you make it fun? How do you get that relationship to where you're cracking jokes? Because everyone always just goes, "Ah, it's the band." And it's not the band. I mean, when I was there and all of a sudden I'd hear that drum going, and as a football player, nothing made me more excited. Granted, we were probably down by 21 points at that point when I
No,
was playing, but it's there's something to that. It's just a domino effect. So, where are you pulling that creativity to try to inspire these students and your athletes?
I mean, you try to get to know the kids on a personal level, feel what they do, and then you try to basically pick music they'll like. And, if you show a passion for something, and I just enjoy working with them and making music. And I've always enjoyed working with kids from a younger age, before in high school, working with them, and they keep you young. They keep you young. We've had teachers here forever that are still here. And I swear it's just something with the kids that they just keep you busy, and just seeing the smiles on their faces. When we went to Ireland, I mean, they didn't want to leave. They wanted to stay over there. They just loved it. They didn't know what to expect about it, but it was a perfect trip. I cannot say enough about the kids and everything.
What was the travel itinerary? I mean, you left out of Cleveland, and was there layovers?
Nope.
Was this a direct flight?
We had a direct flight from Cleveland into Dublin.
Wow. All right.
Yep. They just
How
started
many
that.
hours was that? How many hours was
About
that?
5.5, 6 hours to get there, and
Oh,
about
that's
7.
it?
Yeah.
I'm ready
it's
to
not as
go. I
bad.
could
could
be
do
there
it,
this
man.
afternoon. I could be there
Yep.
this afternoon. No
Highly
kidding.
recommend it.
So, what outside of marching down the street, being a part of that, what was something else that just took Ireland to another level for you that you were like, wow, this is bigger than just me getting the band over here? What else did you guys do while you're there on that itinerary?
It's the culture. I mean, we went to the castles, we went to Kilkenny, we went to the Ring of Kerry's, Killarney, and just let the kids also, be out there in the community, going to restaurants, going to different events, and just seeing it and seeing the people. We got to do a sheep herding. Dogs came in and herded the sheep, and we got to do a presentation there. And it was just, I mean, the people over there are just so welcoming to us.
See, it's that Irish.
Yep.
It's as soon as they saw that you were one of their own, you were wearing the right colors, and they were just excited for you guys to be there. So what's on the horizon for this year? Do you have any camps coming up? Is there anything going on that you are running over the summer? Like, what do you have going on?
Later in June, I think June 10th, I'll have a junior high camp for any students out there that would like to come for junior high camp here at the high school. And then I'll have a couple weeks off, and then it's getting ready for marching band and getting ready for a wonderful football season. Hopefully 5 extra games. We have a new coach with Coach Grant. I'm excited about that.
He's a
it's just
very
the
good
community
coach.
here is just always been supportive of the band program here. And it's just, I kind of call it more of a college atmosphere than a high school atmosphere. It's just, everybody's very supportive. Everybody here at the school, I saw Mrs. Arlem on there saying, shout out to her. Her son loves the band. I got him a drum. He carries it around at his house. So
that's awesome.
Just wanted to shout out to them. Saw that come through.
So where do you pull the music? You said music's always evolving, and somebody had put on here one sound, one voice, which that's from Drumline. And it got me actually thinking as soon as I saw that. Remember at the point where they were trying to mix some of the new with some of the old? Yeah. How hard is that to do? And it's something you got to stay true. I would think you'd want to stay true to that, because that's where the bass line starts, is that music that was before us. So how do you mix in, the Temptations and with, well, I don't know, Drake or Future or whoever it is right now? How do you do that?
A lot of it, the newer stuff, I rely on my students because they know more of it and things like that. So I'll throw some stuff, I always joke, I throw a bunch of songs into a jukebox and start playing it. Okay. And if I get through the whole song, I like it. If I get through about 20 seconds and I'm bored, we're on to a new song and things. And then it's also fitting the music to the group. What's my instrumentation? Like, what do you have a stronger this or that? trying to make the band sound as good as you can. So I try to fit the music to that. We had a blast in Ireland. We did Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi, and there were people we had a lot of stops and starts, and there were just people singing along. So I'm looking to do maybe a sing-along show possibility with music that people could sing along to. Something unique.
That's what makes it different. That's why you've been doing it for 26 years. It's that creativity of never stopping and of always evolving. And that's unique. So that's very commendable to you. And that's exactly why you're still there. And I appreciate that, because God knows I was not a good student, but I really did enjoy music appreciation. You made it fun.
Don't cut yourself short, you know.
Well, I got to keep it real and honest. There's too many people watching that know that if I start making up stuff, they're going to know I'm BSing. Okay. Yeah. So, but what is it that you look for when you said that you're kind of trying to tailor it to that sound, the ability of people? What is it that you're looking for out of a band member? What's your ideal student band member? Like, I mean, because in football sports, you're looking for a kid, obviously, who listens, that wants to participate, that is a good teammate. I got to think those exact same things roll over. Yep. But you say it like, you tell me out of your mouth what it is that you're looking for.
I mean, I'm looking for someone that's dedicated, that's willing to work with others, that takes responsibility, that is a leader. Yep. I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking, because being in band, besides playing music, it's also a lifelong lesson, you know, that you can take into your job, take into your family. Because we are one family in the band program, you know, we're not always going to agree with each other, but you got to agree to disagree, or you got to learn to work with other people and be willing to be there and put in the hours. It's not easy. It's a lot of time. You know, I mean, when we go to camp, it's almost like 3 days when we do that, you know, so it's morning, afternoon, evening rehearsals, and just to do what we can do.
I think that's amazing, because it should be looked exactly like that. Everything that we're doing as an extracurricular activity is a lifelong big picture lesson. And I try to beat that into my own son's head all the time. And he's like, Dad, I don't want to hear it. But Mr. Campbell, I honestly applaud you. I appreciate your ability to take that step with the band, because it's just, it gets a knock. You know, and that's one thing that having the opportunity to be on this platform and be able to talk sports. I've always wanted, I said from the beginning, it's not just going to be what's on the field. We need to talk to everybody, because you're right. It's one big family. That's the way we look at 330 is we're all 330 here. It's all one, where everyone knows everybody, you know? So honestly, Coach, I appreciate you. So you're doing a commendable job. And next time you guys are down for the St. Patrick's Day parade down at Akron, I'm going to do my best to sing along. Okay. Just give you as much of Ireland. Great. It's going to sound really bad.
It'll sound fine. It'll sound fine.
Horrible liar.
I just want to shout out, you know, I know it's a sports talk show. I'm a big sports guy. I got to shout out all of our teams here at St. Vincent-St. Mary High School. Our baseball team's doing a wonderful job. My oldest daughter plays softball, so we were at the game last night. We got the tournaments coming up, track and field, lacrosse, boys tennis. Did I miss any?
Track.
Yep, track. Mr. Lancianis is still here getting them running.
Oh, my God. Mr. Lancianis was my flag football coach.
Oh, my gosh.
That's how old. I'm 41. Gosh,
don't say that. Don't say you're 41.
Too old. The gray hair is there. Too transparent. So, St. V's doing some big things. And like you said, with all the new movement of coaches coming in there, baseball coach Shepard over there, I had an opportunity to coach with him in the past with the Kenny Lynn.
Yep.
So,
Kenny.
So
that takes me back.
6 degrees of separation. 6 degrees of separation. So, again, thank you so much for taking time out this morning to talk with us, to bring a spotlight over to St. V's band. I will be at a few football games this year, I'm sure. Gotcha. So when I'm coming over.
Come on over.
We got to get a cameo. We got to get the band on. We'll get a little selfie video and we'll put it on the show.
We'll have some new stuff for you. We'll get some stuff. Send me some songs you'd like to hear.
Oh my God. Don't even tempt me.
Hey, I take requests.
Hey. That's perfect. I got $5 to put it in the jukebox.
There you go.
If it plays, it plays. I appreciate it. So, Mr. Campbell, thank you so much for coming on. Any last words that you want to say to
Just
St. Vincent?
shout out to all the bands out there. You make it work, and just everybody. It's a big community here at St. Vincent High School. I just wanted to shout out all the alumni in this community that's helped support us get to Ireland. We were able to do it. We raised over 100,000, and I cannot say enough for all the different activities we did.
Hey, that's awesome, commendable, and congrats. And always a friend of the show, and appreciate you as always coming on, Mr. Campbell.
Okay, well, thanks, Matt. I appreciate all you guys do over there at 330 to go.
Thank you so much. Take care. You have a great rest of the day.
You too. Thanks so much. Bye.
Well, guys, there you have it. Mr. Brian Campbell from St. Vincent Mary coming on. Awesome interview. If you're just tuning in right now, as soon as it's over, scroll back, rewatch it. You guys don't want to miss that. That's a lot going on over there at St. V, and a lot of positive good things. And that's exactly why we wanted to have him on the show, because that's just an amazing experience. Amazing experience to be able to go over to Ireland and kick it. If I was going over to Ireland, I would have definitely had pints and stuff. But that to me was, as a high school kid, are you kidding me? What an experience. So congratulations, and very commendable. Speaking of high school, a lot going on.